Can a tiny bird save a lion from blood-sucking ticks? Inside the thin skin of a lion's ear, a tick has already begun to feed. Its body is small enough to disappear beneath the surrounding hair. Its mouth remains anchored to the skin, drawing blood slowly and almost silently. The lion can break bone with its jaws. It can defend a territory, challenge rivals, and bring down animals many times heavier than itself. But it cannot easily reach a parasite hidden inside its own ear. Then, a much smaller animal lands nearby. The oxpecker moves with quick, deliberate steps. Its feet grip the fur while its beak searches along the surface of the skin. It may remove the tick, but the bird has not arrived out of kindness. It has come to feed. And when the parasite is gone, its interest in blood may not be over. Ticks are among the smallest dangers a lion faces on the African plains. They do not roar. They do not chase. They wait. A lion may encounter them while moving through vegetation, resting on the ground, or passing through places used by other animals. Once contact is made, a tick searches for a protected feeding site. The ears offer shelter. So do folds of skin beneath the legs and other areas that are difficult for teeth or claws to reach. One tick may cause little obvious harm to a strong adult, but the problem changes when more arrive. Each parasite takes only a small meal. Together, over time, they can irritate the skin, disturb healing tissue, and create more opportunities for infection. For a healthy lion, this may remain a manageable burden. For a cub, an aging animal, or a lion already weakened by hunger, injury, or disease, the same burden may become far more serious. The danger is not limited to blood loss. Some ticks can carry microscopic organisms from one host to another. Among them are blood parasites belonging to the group that includes Babesia. These parasites can enter the bloodstream and affect red blood cells. Most encounters do not lead to a dramatic collapse, but when several pressures strike at once, the result can change quickly. During past disease events among Serengeti lions, researchers found that severe infection did not act alone. Extreme environmental stress, canine distemper, and heavy blood parasite infections combined into a much more dangerous crisis. The largest predator in the landscape had not been defeated by a single enemy. It had been weakened by several threats arriving together, and one of them was carried by creatures small enough to hide beneath its fur. A lion is not entirely defenseless. It scratches, it bites at irritated areas, it licks its coat and may receive grooming from other members of the pride. These actions can remove dirt and some external parasites, but a lion's body contains blind spots. The inside of an ear is difficult to clean, so is the skin beneath a heavy mane, around the neck, or in sheltered folds beneath the limbs. A tick that reaches one of these areas may remain attached long enough to complete its meal, and this creates an opportunity for another animal. Oxpeckers are specialists of the African savanna. They spend much of their lives on the bodies of large mammals, moving across hides and through hair in search of food. Their best-known hosts are not lions, but large plant eaters: buffalo, giraffes, zebras, antelope, rhinos, and other animals that may carry large numbers of ticks. Research suggests that oxpeckers are especially attracted to hosts with heavier tick burdens. For the bird, each host is a moving feeding ground. Its beak probes between hairs. It inspects folds around the ears and eyes. It pulls at insects, loose material, and attached parasites. A swollen tick offers a concentrated reward. The bird grips it, tugs, and removes it from the skin. For the host, that single action may bring relief. For the oxpecker, it is simply a meal. A lion is not the bird's typical partner. Scientific evidence for regular oxpecker cleaning behavior on lions remains limited, compared with the well-documented relationships seen on large herbivores. But unusual encounters can occur in the wild. When an oxpecker approaches a resting lion, it enters a very different situation. The bird must judge distance and movement carefully. The lion may ignore it, tolerate it briefly, or drive it away. If the bird is allowed to remain, it may inspect the same difficult areas that attract ticks: the ears, the face, the neck, and the protected skin beneath the body. The lion does not need to understand the bird's purpose. Tolerance alone is enough. If the bird removes an irritating parasite, both animals may benefit in that moment. The lion loses a tick. The bird gains food. For a few seconds, the relationship appears simple. But nature rarely remains simple for long. Oxpeckers do not feed only on ticks. They may also investigate damaged skin, fluids, or existing wounds. Their interest is biological, not medical. The bird follows whatever offers nourishment. This is where the image of a harmless, flying doctor begins to break apart. A beak that removes a parasite may also disturb sensitive tissue. A bird that cleans one area may continue pecking after the tick is gone. Wound feeding has been documented in oxpeckers, although studies suggest that it varies between host species and circumstances. It is not a behavior that appears in every encounter. This makes the relationship difficult to classify. The bird can be useful without being gentle. It can reduce one problem while creating another. It is neither a loyal rescuer nor a simple parasite. It is an opportunist responding to food. So, can a tiny bird save a lion from blood-sucking ticks? Not in the dramatic sense suggested by the question. An oxpecker cannot protect a lion from every parasite. It cannot cure a serious infection or reverse the effects of hunger, drought, or disease. And there is not enough evidence to claim that lions routinely depend on these birds for parasite control. But a bird may still remove individual ticks from places the lion struggles to reach. One tick removed means one less feeding wound. Several removed may reduce irritation. For a vulnerable animal carrying a heavy parasite burden, even a small reduction could matter. The benefit depends on the lion's condition, the number of ticks, the behavior of the bird, and whether the interaction ends when the parasite is removed. The oxpecker moves across the lion's face. The lion remains still. For a moment, the most powerful animal in the scene depends on the smallest. Yet neither animal is acting from gratitude, loyalty, or mercy. One seeks relief. The other seeks food. Their interests overlap only briefly. And in the wild, survival is often shaped not by strength alone, but by the quiet negotiations taking place in places too small to see